Hey guys, we're back with another video. Today I have another collection video. These are my Pokemon cards. If you don't know what that is, it's a trading card game. That has these like little animal-like things. It used to be it's a really popular card game. But these are my cards, and I haven't touched these since the pandemic. So I'm gonna show you them. And plus, we're back at the table because the reason my trains are not on this side because they're on this side under construction. So yeah, that area. So this whole table's under construction for trains. But these are my cards, and the reason I have them in bags because I separated them by type. So we got the normal Pokemon, aka the colorless type. We got the grass type, the water type right here, the metal type, the dragon type. My ultra rares are in this bag. My fighting types are back over here. The sidekick. My split types are back over there. My fairy type, the fire type, the lightning type, and then the dark type. So that is all my bags. I'm going to show you them individually. So I'm going to pause you guys for a second and we'll get the first bag out. What? Alright, so we got the first bag right here. They're normal types. So we're going to start off with that bag. Alright, so I'm going to take cards stack by stack and just show you them. I'm not going to say every single one of them. I like this artwork. Yep, just thought I'd show you my collection of cards. I'm not gonna say all the names of them. We got Eevee, one of the known Pokemons out there in the game. Tranquil. And after each type, I'm gonna pause the video and get the next bag out once I'm done with them. Once I'm done with each of them. Here's a reverse hollow Porygon 2. It's a reverse hollow because it's shiny. And this is not shiny, but the card itself is a hollow. Doduo, an Evolutions Pokemon card. Yeah, I used to collect these a lot during the pandemic, but I haven't collected them since 2022. Here's a hollow rare type Null. Here's why it's a hollow rare, because the picture itself is a hollow, not the actual card. Bunnelby, I've actually watched some of the cartoons of Pokemon, and Bunnelby was in one of them. I also watched the Detective Pikachu movie. I used to be a huge fan of Pokemon. It kind of faded on me. Here's a Farfetch'd. It's a fake Pokemon, but I don't care about fake cards. I keep them for the artworks, not specifically for battle games or something. Yes, I have some Japanese cards. There's a Porygon written in Japanese right there. And I have them in sleeves, the Japanese cards, because they're kind of rare in America. I somewhat know what cards are rare, but not like the values of them. There's a Meowth. I watched that one cartoon where there was a Meowth that was talking that was with Team Rocket. Yeah, Team Rocket's a group of bad guys that tries to take everyone's Pokemon. Here's another Eevee with a nice galaxy background right there. And yes, I may have duplicates in here because, like I said, I haven't looked at these cards since 2022, which is just I had these. I've been collecting these through the pandemic, but ever since 2022, I haven't been collecting them. Excuse me. Trying to speed through these. Here's another Bartleby. It's a cow. Double. Or I think it's supposed to be a sheep slash cow because that's the things of the cow. Double. Some of them are stuck together. Excuse about the flashlight kind of the light kind of reflecting off of the card like that. Here's I had the light because if I had the flashlight off, it will be blurry and you won't be able to see it really well. Here's a Beware, which is the evolution of that card I just showed you. The Stuffle. I'm just showing you the artwork, so I'm not really showing you guys the bottom portion here. If you're worried about them, then yeah, but I'm just focused on the artworks on the cards. Yes, I did play the actual card game. All right, we're not even halfway yet for this deck. We're gonna try to speed up here. I'm just more focused on the artwork. I'm not, like I said, I'm not showing you guys the underneath here. But in case you want to see it, here it is. Here's a reverse hollow Beware. Sparrow. Here's a reverse hollow Hoot Hoot. A reverse hollow Kangaskong. Like I said, it's the card, the actual portion, not the picture, is hollow. Excuse me, guys. I'm gonna pause you guys for a second so I can put the stack up and kind of start a new one. All right, we're back. Continuing on, just had to make a new stack. Here's Snorlax. Make a stack like that. Here's a Rattata. I'm a fan of the Evolutions cards. Here's a Hollow Rare Kangaskong. It's a Hollow Rare because obviously it's the picture, not the actual card. A non-Hollow Rare Kangaskong. Here's a non-reverse Hoot Hoot. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. Here's one of my favorite artworks of Eevee. Just like how the ice is on the background of this one. Fletchling. Another Fletchling. Here's a Pidove. Another Meowth. A regular cast form. They made a I think they made a ton of them. Rooflet. All right, next pack, our next stack I'm pulling on here. There's Eradicate. I'm trying to make sure you guys can't see the reflection from that light right there. Oop. Put that back over. Here's another Eevee. Another Fletchling. This is not my biggest stack, but I have a lot of this is like the cards I think the most of each type I have is either I have mostly grass or water type cards. Those are my two probably biggest stacks I have. Which we're gonna get to those after this one. Another Meowth. Porygon 2. The regular Porygon 2, not the reverse hollow that I just showed you. Reverse hollow Mincino. I think that's how you say it. I don't know how to pronounce this one. I think it's Mincino. I don't think the C's are there's. I think that's what the other one is. By the way, my favorite series in Pokemon is either the XY Evolutions. That's my favorite series that they made set that they made. But my favorite series is either Sword and Shield or Sun and Moon. To be honest, I'm more of a fan of Sun and Moon. Here's a Fanrotom. Last stack here. We got Persian. Here's my favorite artwork of the Meowth. I like this artwork. Here's a Porygon Z Holo Rare Japanese card. I think next year is their 30th anniversary. Here's a reverse hollow Porygon Evolutions card. Look how shiny that is. That's why it's a reverse hollow. Here's a Japanese Porygon 2. Here's a Jigglypuff base set card. Another holo rare card right here. Oranguro, I think that's how you say it. Another Beware. A reverse hollow Bunnelby. Another Persian. There's a Tauros. Here's an Eevee promo. That's a promo. There's another Pokemon right behind it. I couldn't see that one. There's a Tornadus. Yeah, these are gonna take a while. Maybe I'll do a separate video for the two biggest ones because those will take longer. Here's a duplicate of a sparrow. Here's a pit of. Another pit of. Different artwork, of course. Indeedee. Another Snorlax. And X-Cloud. That's it for the colorists. We're gonna move on to the fire types. Alright, we got the fire types right here. I'm gonna pause you guys for a second so I can stack these up neatly. Alright, I got these neatly stacked. Let's get started with the fire types. Here's a Fennekin, Braxton, reverse hollow, non-reverse Braxton, or Braxton, Cinderace, it's a hollow rare, another Japanese card, Slugma, Lampent, one of my favorite Pokemon cards. Well, my favorite Pokemon in general. Score Bunny. We're showing my ultra rares last after the two biggest packs or biggest types. There's another Lampent. Valcorona. Reverse Score Bunny. Here's a Japanese Score Bunny. Here's a hollow card. It's not a hollow rare, it's just a hollow card. Here's a Fusion Strike card. Growlithe. Litten. My favorite artwork of Lampent. This is from Rebel Clash, I think. It's a reverse hollow Lampent. I like the artwork on this one. That's not my favorite artwork of Lampent because I have another one that I like. Here's another Japanese card. A Cinderace, but it's not the hollow rare. Salazzle. Here's Ninetales. Litwick. Another Ninetales. Here's the basic version of it. Vulpix. Chimchar. Ralph. Pansear. Another Fennekin. With another Pokemon, I don't know that one. I think I have a card for it, but I don't know. I don't know if I have it or not. Magmar. Ponyta. Charmeleon. Alolan Marowak. There's a Litwick. Charizard, but it's a fake Charizard, unfortunately. It's fake because it's not the hollow. My brother found the expensive Hollow Charizard from the evolutions. But mine is fake. But the reason I kept that one because I just like the artwork on it. Sorry, we already hit 20 minutes, so I'm gonna try to speed through these. Sorry if you guys don't see the artwork on some of them. Sizzlepede. Reboot. Here's a reverse Hollow Ponyta. Arcanine. Charmander. Ponyta. The non-reverse Ponyta. Magmar. Growlithe. Charmeleon. Samisear. Flareon, which is in one of the evolutions of Eevee. The evolutions, that's what we call them. Slugma. Scorch. Hollow Rare. Reboot. Cast Form, Sunny Form. That's it for the fire types. We're gonna move on to the dragon types. Alright, next up the dragon types. There's not that much of these ones. So these ones will go by pretty fast here. Reverse Hollow Jangmo. O. Dratini. These are all my dragon types. Dratini. Here's another Dratini. And a Dragonite right here. It's actually hollow. Alright, that's all my dragon types. So we're gonna move on to the split types. So I got two of these cards, so we're gonna go really fast with these two. This one's a fairy and water type. And this one is a hollow rare dark and grass type. So yeah, that's my only two split type cards I have. And the next up we got the fairy types. And here's the fairy types. Nice artwork on this card. Here's a hollow rare right here. Spritzy. Cottony. Jigglypuff, Dedenne, and last for this one, Mr. Mime, my favorite Pokemon. I like Mr. Mime. Quick close up at it. So yep, that's all my fairy cards. We're gonna move on to the dark types. All right, here's all my dark types. Long Grimmer, or Grimer, however you say that. Another Grimmer. Trubbish. Carvana. Ooh, Nana. That's what one of the YouTubers I watch does. His one, I think that's how you say that word right there. Here's a hall rare Galarian Wheezing. Reverse Hollow Murkrow. I'm watching my weather guy. Reverse Hollow. Sneasel at you. Murkrow. Honchkrow. Galarian Zigzagoon. Spinarak. Here's another Japanese card. Galarian Slowbro. Here's a Galarian Slowking. Japanese card. It's also a holo rare. Here's another holo rare. I'm thinking about doing one more type, and then we'll do a part 2. Coughing. Another Carvana. Alolan Grimmer. Here's a Alolan Meowth reverse. It's my favorite artwork of that one. Here's another Alolan Meowth. Alolan Rattata. Alolan Persian. Here's an Alolan Grimer non-reverse. And finally, Alolan Muck. It's like, I gotta do chores. This is a reverse hollow as well. All right, that's it for the dark types. We're gonna try to get the metal types in. All right, here's the metal types. Here's a Clink. Alolan Sandshrew. Shrew. Here's a reverse hollow Clink Cling. Hollowware. Bronzer. Alolan Sandslash. Here's a Galarian Meowth. Another Japanese card. Beldum. Yeah, after this one, we're gonna call it, and we'll do a part 2 maybe later on. Here's a Hollowware. After this one, we got 5 more left, but we're gonna do those 5 on a part 2. Here's Clang. Galarian Berserker. There's another Galarian Meowth. Another reverse hollow. Galarian Stunfisk. There's another reverse hollow. Rage Eye Steel. Another Rage Eye Steel. There's a Bisharp. There's a Magnemite. I like this artwork. There's a another Kling Klang, but this is a non-reverse. Look at it. Here's a Galarian Meowth. My favorite artwork of this one. Galarian Berserker. My favorite artwork of Clink. It's like the basic blue, and it's a reverse hollow. Galarian Stunfisk. My favorite artwork of this one. Alolan Diglett. And Alolan Dugtrio. This one's really funny. Because they literally have hair. This one's really funny. Alright, that's it for the metal types. I'm going to do a second part maybe later on today. See you guys in the next one. And yep, that is all for now. See ya.